Hi, we're here in the Director's Hall with Bryce Bouvier Beauregard. Bryce, you are an amateur filmmaker currently attending NYU's Film Academy. How are you liking the school so far?
Well, I find the school very nice. I mean, there's a lot of people there, and they really like my stuff. I mean, it's just all about symbolizing and things, and it's just fun there. Again, I'm having a lot of fun.
So, Bryce, what made you decide to get into the film industry?
Well, I used to be an artist, and when I was in third grade, my art teacher told me to quit, and so I tried pottery, and I tried putting some in the kiln, and it blew up, and so I just didn't have a lot of talent. And as you can see, I'm not really good at sports either. So the last thing I could think of was taking pictures, and when I take the pictures, they were all blurry and everything. But I was like, that's kind of cool how blurry it came out. So I was like, maybe I should just do this with a camera instead of a photo camera. And my mom used to spend so much money on getting all that film developed, and she just told me to stop doing it and getting those disposable cameras. But I was like, I gotta get them, Mom. This is the only thing I can do.
Tell us, Bryce, where do you get your ideas from?
Well, I usually get most of my ideas when I'm sitting in my bathtub, my parents' bathtub, and I'm eating a can of raviolis. And then one time, I went to get the fork, and then it dropped in the water, and the ravioli was in the water, and I was sad. And then I looked around, and I didn't see anyone, so I took it out, and I ate it. It was yummy. And then I looked down, and there was like sauce in the water, and I totally got it. And it was like your love, and people don't get it, but I got it right there, and I want to show that I got it right there to everyone else. That's why I made that triangle movie with the rectangle, and no one got it. I don't get it.
Bryce, some of your films haven't been as well received as you thought they should have been. Care to expound upon that?
Well, I don't think many people like my movies because they don't get it. Because I'm on like a higher level here of thinking, and these people are like not thinking as they should be. Because like when you see the squirrel and he's got an acorn, he finds it on the ground and he's eating it. He's eating his only friend, man. It's like he's eating a whale that like got washed up on the beach, and then the harpooners come in and they take out that whale for some reason. And because they don't get it, you're not supposed to kill something that's got to go back in the sea. Because I get it. They don't get it.
Bryce, I'm going to read you a few quotes that have been published in area magazines about your films.
Mm-hmm.
One reviewer said, my eyes throbbed, and the biggest waste of 15 minutes since taking that dump last night. One person called your films grade A manure, which is, as I can see, the only A you've ever gotten in a review. How do you respond to those?
Well, how I respond to them is, most of my movies last more than 15 minutes because people need to see how long real life is, and they have to get that life is going to last way longer than 15 minutes. So I like to make my movies really at least longer than that because people need to get what the message I'm trying to send them. Like this one time I was doing this movie, it was supposed to be about these two friends, and then this car came out of the sky and was lit up in the city, and it said that it hated abortions because that car hates abortions.
I hate abortions.
And then I showed a picture of a baby, and then it fell down a cliff into a car. Alright, people don't get this. This is supposed to be meaning like people's lives are at stake here. I'm trying to inform the people, and they just don't get it. I don't know why they don't get it. And then that comment about manure, and that's only because I couldn't find the manure B-roll I was looking for that I wanted. The ones with the flies, all I could find was just poop on the ground. Horses crapping, and that's supposed to be like when people are wasting their food and stuff, it's like pooping it right out of a horse's ass. Alright? You shouldn't be wasting things because they just don't get it. Like plastic kills people. I end up using a lot of B-roll of the beach because I love the beach. And the beach is where I find people to look at and then tape them. And then when I see them, I'm like, do you get it? The reason I use B-roll of the beach is because the beach is full of symbols, like the seashells. They symbolize people being birthed because the shells are empty. It's like a vagina, and then when I see the ocean waves, they're so loud. It's like a storm of leaves with trees and stuff, and they're twisters, and they just come flying at you.
A fellow NYU student, who is a science major, chemistry I believe, recently did a study. He showed your films to lab rats, of which 100% chewed off their own genitals. What do you say when somebody provides you evidence like that?
Well, I'd have to say that my films must be very powerful. That they've decided not to continue, having children and ending the rat race because it just was so powerful. And it was like they must have seen my movie as like a symbol of how the world is going to end because it symbolizes things. And those rats must have got it, and they just tore off their own genitals. They got it. I get it. They don't get it. What? Well, you don't get it? They gotta get it.
We're going to show a short clip, and I want you to tell us what it means to you. This is from your film Equilateral Love.
Beep boop boop beep 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 beep boop boop.
You get it?
Boop boop beep beep boop boop beep beep boop boop beep beep boop boop beep beep boop boop beep.
Well, what I was trying to get there was because the triangle was a person, and they were running away from their love, and it was moving around and around in the world that they lived in, and then this one rectangle came up and was like, hey, I'm here to love you, and it was just an emotional feeling for me, and people just didn't get it. I don't understand. This was like one of the finest things you could ever look at. It was like, why don't you get it? It's love. Don't you get it? A triangle. I couldn't draw a heart really well, so I made a triangle. Come on. Don't you get it?
Michelle Jenkins was a young woman of 22 who recently passed away. Coroner reports suggest that her brain began shutting itself down manually due to extreme apathy. She literally died of boredom. She was watching your films. Do you have anything you'd like to say to her family today?
Mr. and Mrs. Jenkins, I'd just like to say that your daughter, Michelle, she totally got it. I mean, she was like the rats. She noticed that my movie was so powerful and so inspiring that it made her want to just end it, and she ended up just dying, and she's just like those rats. And those rats are like, they saw my movie, and it was just so powerful because they got it, and she got it too.
Okay, this has been Bryce Bouvier Beauregard here on the Director's Cut. May God have mercy on the soul of anybody who watches your films.
I hope you got it today.